Smartphones. These days great for shooting videos on the go, and in order to get more cinematic looking features, having a gimbal is sort of a must. Foldable, lightweight and one of the tiniest devices of 2020, but is it one of the mightiest? Let's figure it out! Welcome, Tech for Overshadows. My name is Michael. I'm so happy to see you, and I really hope it's a nice day for you. Straight into testing mode with the new Vlog Pocket 2 by Feiyu-Tech, which is another new smartphone 3-axis mechanical gimbal. And there are a few things we want to figure out by this kind of testing. I'm currently recording, by the way, with the OnePlus 8 Pro, which has a rather good selfie camera because it has electronic image stabilization, but it's still interesting to find out whether the gimbal is doing a good job with stabilization. And I'm currently in all follow mode, which means no matter the direction, it's going to make my movements rather smooth, and that looks pretty well. Kind of action camera-based recording, I guess. The other thing we need to pay attention to is whether there is any motor noise coming from the gimbal in that recording, so let me know what you think in the comments below. The Vlog Pocket 2, as the name suggests, is the logical next step in Feiyu-Tech's foldable smartphone gimbals. This mechanical stabilizer has small size, medium price, and luckily a rather strong performance when needed. Yeah, I can certainly wish for a bit budget-oriented pricing because i-Steady-X and Mozo Mini MX are cheaper options, but on the other side, the Vlog Pocket 2 appears to be cheaper than Smooth Q2 by Zhuin and DJI Osmo Mobile 3. So many different names and so many different models these days. I know it's hard to choose when there are so many different options and features, but as usual, I'm here to help with showing you how this device works in an easy-to-understand way. The truth is that I've been testing the gimbal for a while. My impressions are mostly positive, and I already mentioned my price concerns, but let us have a look at what the Vlog Pocket 2 can actually do. The next part of this review is going to be more focused around the hardware details, because if the hardware is good, we'll have a lot of reasons to expect good performance. It's easy to say that these mechanical stabilizers have become smaller, more powerful and very interactive in the past couple of years and have so much better integration with most smartphones. Already unboxing the device and you can notice that there is no wow effect or something, but the box and packaging is definitely very good. A welcome card, reminder to share your feedback, and underneath this soft cloth pouch there's the Vlog Pocket 2, arriving folded, the way you're probably going to carry it around. Since some of you may be subscribed to the channel for a little longer, you may well remember that I'm quite a fan of hard cases for storing gimbals and had my concerns about this pouch, but it is a fact that the Vlog Pocket 2 is so small and lightweight and with such a good folding mechanism that even if you put it under a lot of pressure while being folded, it will survive, and a hard case would have added unnecessary bulkiness. Trying to say that this pouch is good enough, and I like the idea of using it. You can notice the buttons. There's a joystick, the few different locks, this knob which is restricting the movements of the main shoulder, and then you have lock mechanisms around the motors responsible for the axis. It somewhat reminded me of the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, but it's certainly smaller and better in terms of portability. Concerning tech specs, this is a 3-axis gimbal which weighs only 272 grams, can stabilize smartphones up to 250 grams. There's a joystick for easy navigation, battery life is up to 9 hours, Bluetooth 5, 1/4-inch screw hole on the bottom, Type-C port for charging, and I guess that's about it. It's mostly plastic, and while it definitely doesn't feel premium, the material seems to be alright, no cracking sounds or rather signs of weakness is notable after a few weeks of usage. It has actually spent a lot of time in my backpack, and part of that time even without the protective pouch. The clothes are good, and I was able to use my phone while it was inside its case, but I've seen better shaped clothes, and definitely if you have a bigger phone or thicker case, it won't be a great fit. For both OnePlus 8 Pro and Redmi Note 9 Pro, it seems to be alright, even if the phones are with the case. The initial setup is very simplified, balancing takes a few seconds, and if you look carefully at the distribution and placement of the arms, the gimbal seems to actually be designed to support even wide-angle cameras without getting one of the arms disturbing the footage. Now, the buttons. Guess the joystick doesn't need any explanation. Switching between shooting modes can work with short presses of the function button, and there are pan follow, and lock mode, and you can switch between photo and video modes. This is all well configurable from the app, and you can choose between which modes the gimbal is going to switch. I have the feeling that it got released a little undercooked, because I only got these things while working after 2 app updates and 2 firmware updates. You can well notice a dedicated photo button, the record button, zoom buttons on the side, and on the rear there's a trigger button. The latter one keeps the all lock mode on when being pressed continuously, and will recenter the gimbal if you press twice. The smartphone app used is called Feiyu-On, and it is the one Feiyu-Tech have since years. Not a perfect one, but not bad either. It is good to see that it's actually easy to set it up and understand. Unfortunately, it won't support 4K 60 frames per second recording, even if your smartphone supports it, but on the other side, kudos to Feiyu-Tech because they've enabled integration so that most smartphone camera apps will at least respond to the shutter, so now you can start and stop video recordings and take photos from the gimbal using your phone's original app, and like I show in this case, the OnePlus camera app. Very good idea, and so far only the Smooth Q2 has been good in this area. There's of course a tracking feature. It can track faces and objects, and there even is gesture control included to take selfies. Guess this kind of thing makes good sense, considering the social distancing guidelines we see. A little sad though. Oh, and something you often criticize me for not showing, there's of course portrait mode. Double press that button, and voila, you're ready to shoot videos for TikTok, if that's still accessible in your country. From the creative and unique features, there is dolly zoom, you have to really be patient to make it work, and something called light rail, which brings the camera in very low shutter speed mode and makes things look weird. Maybe you have to be a little drunk in order to appreciate that. After seeing most of the functions, and by the way, the more you dig inside the app, the more controls you're gonna find, but to me, always the auto settings and simplicity have been leading factors, especially about smartphone gimbals. They are supposed to be easy to get to know and easy to work with, and the Vlog Pocket 2 sort of meets these expectations. As for stabilization, outstanding job from Feiyu-Tech. Stabilization is really good and very smooth, and while responsiveness is something you can fine-tune and adjust in the app, best stabilization algorithm is something hard to mask, which I need to say is totally not the case with this gimbal. Every time I was shooting something, it looked so good that I had to rewatch the video on a large screen and again, just in order to realize that it really is, and I can only praise the well-tuned stabilization with it. But, of course, there are a few suggestions I can make. First, this mechanism here looks at least outdated. Works fine, totally no issues with it, but the vision is not quite there yet. Another thing, the modes. I believe what Zhuin have done with the Smooth Q2 is brilliant. One button to switch between modes, and using a single tap to switch to the next available one. It is a bit more complicated with the Feiyu Vlog Pocket 2, but still acceptable. And most important, the angles of operation. They are actually quite limited, and therefore it makes sense to mostly shoot with follow and all follow modes, with the all lock mode being almost useless. And that all is a result of the foldable and highly portable design. At the end, there's nothing not to like about the Vlog Pocket 2 by Feiyu-Tech, but there also is nothing that makes it stand out from the rest of the gimbals out there, maybe except the super slim design and scale. Everything works as it is supposed to be, but there's nothing that will make you say, wow. Well, actually there might be, if we count the buttery smooth stabilization offered, which will be good even with budget smartphones. So that's everything you should know about the latest smartphone gimbal from Feiyu-Tech. Not bad at all, and a very good investment if you want to help your smartphone in doing better and more cinematic looking videos. Should you want to share your opinion about it or have a follow-up question, let's talk in the comment section. As usual, links to all the devices mentioned and shown you're going to find in the description below the video, and check there for a discount code too. It's been fun testing this device, and thanks a lot for watching this video until the end. If that was useful, show me your appreciation by at least hitting that thumb up and subscribe buttons, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Take good care of yourself, shoot smooth videos, and have a fantastic day.